welcome back to beautiful Beaver Ranch for Discmania's 303 Open. Round 1, Part 2. I am Ian Anderson, again joined by my man Corey Merle. It's been a fun watch so far, Corey.
I mean, it's always a fun watch on this course. One of the most beautiful courses that you are ever going to get a chance to play out in the mountains of Colorado, just outside Denver. And we have got a fleet of good dudes here on the card, and they've been throwing, for the most part, great shots.
They sure have. A little bit of snow in the air, too. It's been interesting.
I know. It's such a good aesthetic to have on camera. We rarely get to film in it just because we do disc golf work, but it's such a treat. Adds to the flavor of the tournament, I think. You know, in the mountains, snowy. It's great.
See you there. Hole 10 is on deck. What's our pro play here, Corey?
Oh, well, the pro play is you're probably just going to be throwing a big hyzer out through that big old chunk of trees. But if you... Thumber works really well. The sidearm along the ground here is incredibly technical just due to the way the hill fades. You really want to put that thing low. Maybe like a backhand up the middle with an anti-skip might work, but it's not your traditional hole. There's a left to right bend. I think the sky play is the best.
Looks like Gossage agrees.
Whoa,
wow.
Okay. That sky play.
A little long.
Extra power affords extra options, Corey.
Yeah, I think day to day you might...
Yeah, a little bit right.
Oh my god.
I think it was right.
You're going to see people maybe throw the more stally style
Yeah.
shot. Here's Maverick with the thumber.
Very Colorado play.
Yes.
Damn,
Slow?
Mav's got a thumber on him.
Slow panner. That's sick. No, not sick enough.
Good.
Oh no. Hey, looked like that might have curled. We'll hope for the best for Maverick and find out later.
Oh, Lucas going to Gossage land.
Hey, he's got big boy arm too.
I like it.
Big boy arm's got to start playing in big boy divisions, though, okay? Oh, no.
Oh boy.
don't
Is he gonna curl?
record it.
In a way?
There was some curling there.
Yeah. Not as much as he had hoped. Montgomery, he's going up the middle, Corey.
This is interesting. I mean, he
Has the
throws-
power.
Yeah, he throws plenty hard. I don't love that play. You know, no birdies on the front, 2 over. You know, maybe he's just feeling a little off or the game isn't feeling great. Either way, you know, that's where we're at.
Catching up with Maverick for his second. Caught a little bit of limbs on the way in. How's the putt? Circle's edge. Yeah.
Just inside. I think he's close enough to be making that.
Montgomery.
I'm surprised with how far this even
Oh.
got. Wow, I'm surprised with that, too.
Yeah. Give it a bid. Over to Carmichael for 2.
Looks like he's got a little something at least. It's uphill, so you can
Yeah.
give it a go.
And really, never really got it on the chain plane there. Over to Gossage to grab the card lead at 5.
It's always funny to be filming in the first round, you know, where the score is, you're thinking, who's in the lead, who's in the lead?
Yeah.
And there's a whole other field, they're all tied, so.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Gossage airmails that one. Robertson to clean up par. Ooh, good sit, though.
I kind of felt that one was going to miss. I feel like halfway through his swing, he had a little hitch. I don't know. It didn't look as fluid as his other putts, especially the massive one he just finished the front 9 on.
True there. This is a scary putt. Putting uphill with a really sloped green.
Yeah, no question.
Can definitely get in your head. Gossage coming back down that hill for par.
So sloped that his pound bag stood no chance standing up. You see it just flopped over on the
You just
ground.
got to put it on the right angle, Corey. You got to put it on the right angle.
Listen,
It's a
I love
perfect angle.
Pound. It's a great bag. It's a good people, well made. They don't stand up well.
You just don't physics well, Corey.
Honestly, I'm not denying that either. But here we are. My bag's on the ground.
Gossage, a great drive, and had a chance to grab the card lead, but
Yeah, kind of a
ended up
fluffy
at the par.
putt. Yeah.
It was, yeah. Looking at the next hole 11. Where are we going, Corey?
Oof, we are going very close to a lot of trees on this one. The hole is up on the spine of a mountain. You can see the basket peeking through those trees there to the right. A quick turn backhand, or something that late turn backhand, like a super flippy putter that you can get to ride flat for a little bit, works. Otherwise, you're probably just going to go with your zone, your tactic, your MD5, your something in that speed there, and try and play the hillside as best as you can.
Another treacherous green, though. Gossage on the box.
Not bad.
He's going to be driver, too. Honestly, this one might be playing a little bit uphill to the point where you need that extra speed. Granted, the hillside is not favorable to that high-speed driver coming into the green, so curious to see how these things check up.
Carmichael checking up. Pretty close to the pin.
Pretty close.
Scary putt, though.
You'd like to be closer.
You would. Montgomery, can he get it closer?
Yeah, this is that.
Oh,
Oh, yes,
put him on the board, Corey. Put him on the board.
Stop moving, stop moving.
Oh my, it's just going to slide all the way down the hill. Robertson.
Going with the Huck Lab stamp, something.
I was going to say.
Huck Lab making a bit of a resurgence right now in just like the disc golf consciousness.
I think somebody bought Huck Lab, man.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That makes a little bit more sense why it's kind of out there right now.
Yeah. That's a heady play from Carmichael, laying that one up.
That's kind of like a Daylaw layup, reminds me of.
Yeah, I feel that. Gossage for 2.
Oh,
gross.
how do you... I mean, that's one of those 50-50 balls, left side.
It was.
You'd like to see it stick, but...
You can understand it not.
You can't go home saying, I got robbed.
Yes, yeah. And Montgomery off the schneid on the board.
There we
Let's
go,
go, Colton. Get back in this thing, buddy.
Green is good on the scorecard. I'm really loving the score bar we have on the bottom. It's been a while since I've done commentary on some Central Coast action. And it's a treat, man, to be able to see the path these guys have taken to get here. Credit to the post-production crew on taking the time to put that all in. It all looks slick these days, Ian.
Shouts to our graphics wizard, Sean Charity, doing awesome work, man. The guy is the bee's knees. Hole 12. Where are we going, Cor?
Whew. Speaking of bees' knees, your knees might be clacking on this one. Par 4, 450 feet. The distance is not going to kill you, so if you can really thread this line, you can get it all the way down to a pretty reasonable approach. You can see the shape of this hole really shapes up to like a super massive flex sidearm, with the hillside being a little bit up off the tee and then that gentle fall in to the left. Curious to see if maybe Gossage wants to get super aggressive. Otherwise, it's really that chip par 4 that, we see at the more local style events, but maybe at these big super pro events, you wouldn't see a hole like this.
Colton?
We'll throw. Yeah. Nice shot.
It looks solid, but that's kind of the backhand play, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, really just make it over the hill. I think maybe more of a straight finish might have been what he was hoping for, but overall, I think that's going to be perfectly fine.
Maverick.
Man, watching this course, not to take away from the golf here, brings me back to like 2018, 2019. Oh, off the tree. That looks like how I was playing in 2018, 2019. But I had just an epic mountain golf day. We played Bailey first, came over here to Beaver Ranch, played this course, then played the putter course that Beaver Ranch has.
Jeez.
Genuinely one of my most favorite days of disc golf I've ever had.
That's awesome, man. Gossage. It's top of the hill, not great, though.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Colorado is a great spot for a disc golf trip with the gang.
Oh, my God. We had a 3-day extravaganza, 2 mountain courses a day, each day for the first 2, and then just Edora League the last day down in Fort Collins. It was... I liked that. I like the area. I like Colorado. Is that crazy for me to say? It's awesome.
Nah, I'm always with you, man. If I ever said I've left the West Coast, it would be for Colorado. Carmichael into the bullseye. What?
Interesting.
Wow. Throwing 2. Robertson. Over the top. Colorado style. Did that get hit the top, Corey? Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
It did.
Oh, no.
His little peppermint
no.
extravaganza.
Oh, no. Do you rethrow?
I don't think you rethrow.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
Oh, man. You might want to think about it at least. Gossage throwing 2.
This one, okay.
What are you thinking, Corey?
Is this a mislabeled hole? We're talking par 4 here?
No, it's just a soft par 4, man.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. And down the hill, throwing 3, Robertson.
Yeah, I guess I take back my soft statement after seeing where Maverick is here.
I mean, you're not wrong though. It's a pretty soft par 4 if you play it cleanly. You know.
Play it, I mean, yeah.
Speaking of clean, Robertson not doing that yet. No. Throwing 4.
Go.
See, like, I'd rather be where he just threw that shot from than where he threw the other up shot from.
Yeah.
When you're
I guess
talking
so.
about rethrowing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I almost need a penalty stroke to rethrow.
Yeah, yeah. That's usually the case, right?
Like, yeah, like it's already OB. Screw it.
Yeah.
I can't take more than one stroke, so.
Yeah. This is a birdie putt for Gossage.
Good Lord, Lucas still not up.
Oh! That's why I hate the pitch putt, Corey. That's why I hate the pitch putt on the elevated pin. Right there. That
You're
happens, man.
clairvoyant.
Oh, my God.
Okay, you
Brutal.
said on the last hole, oh, tragic. That's bogus.
Yeah. But again, there's two ways to look at things. You can blame the basket, or you can look at yourself and what you did wrong, or what you can do differently next time, right?
Certainly.
And maybe if you're that close, you spin putt.
Well, also, like, should be noted, the point of the game not to hit the chains, not to hit the pole, is to set it in the basket.
That is true words, Corey.
That's how I always feel. So, like,
that's an eagle, by the way, right there. A drop-in eagle for Carmichael, man.
So off the tee, we're like, oh wow, very soft. He's the only one. There even any birdies on here? Colton, that's about it.
Colton got it. Yeah, the Gossage missed his because of that putt.
That's a killer. To take a double bogey on this one, Mav, you can see it. You can see it in his face. Not stoked.
No, but hey, he's got a good mental game. It looked like he was bouncing back with a smile there pretty quickly. Carmichael parking this for eagle.
It's impressive
Crazy stuff.
man.
It was. One more quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Looking at hole 13. Where are we going, Corey?
We are going straight into this little hut on the right. No, I'm just kidding. But that is like a staple feature on this whole course. You saw the stick pile looking like Jeffrica out here in San Francisco, but all over the course you see these really sweet like pyramids built out of all the fallen trees and logs and that sort of stuff. Despite the looks, this hole is awesome. 461 feet, 141 meters. Really, backhand, I think, is going to be the play, given the shape of the hole. You want to hit the double mando, have a baby flex on it with that left finish. I think Lucas has got the arm and plenty of it to get this one.
With you there, Corey. That's not the shot, though.
No. Got to slow those feet down, young buck.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad miss there from Lucas. Coming up the eagle, maybe, understandable. A little excited.
The hardest hole in disc golf is the hole after an incredible hole of disc golf.
Super accurate. Montgomery, can he get this to turn enough in the elevation?
Ooh.
Oh, she drifting, Core.
Ooh.
This is pretty.
Oh.
Did he go long?
He did.
Hey, Colton.
He went large on that one.
He's like 50, 61.
Looked kind of longer off that tee shot, but he's, yeah.
that aren't going to be in your bag at elevation.
We are looking back at Gossage.
You know, he wants this one. Generally doesn't play the flippy shot with the slow turn. He's more of a slap that overstable over and force it into submission.
There it is, Corey. Oh my gosh. Flashing basket in next to Montgomery out in circle 2.
Man, I thought we had magic there for a second.
With you. That would have been cool. And now Robertson. Let's check out the bounce back after the double. Keep swinging.
Now stop swinging.
Oh, no.
You can just see the scale with which these guys are throwing shots. You know, Mav, Robertson, more of the local pro area compared to, you know, Colton or Gossage or even Lucas, who are just throwing these towering sky shots.
Well, looks like Carmichael was OB off the tee. And throwing his fourth now.
Sit. Sit. Simmer.
Yeah. Robertson.
Oh, another.
Yeah, you want more. A little lazy. Gossage coming back for 2.
Horror story. The green falls back away from the basket. 60-footer.
Gives it a go, though. It's a makeable putt.
Gossage, definitely not your traditional spin putter. He was working on it in the off season. I think he, kind of abandoned it once he really needed the putts to go in. But
gotcha.
He still spins it out there from 70 feet or so. Oh, golden. Oh, that's not that bad. Okay.
Robertson for par.
Man, playing on a card like this can truly be an out of body experience.
Oh, brutal. Montgomery does clean up the 3. Yeah, playing with some big heavy hitters and.
Got the video out. You start to think, like, what am I going to look like? Who am I? What's my purpose? Like, yeah.
Gossage for par. Cleans it up.
Good stroke.
I'm pretty sure this is for 5 for Lucas.
Oh, not what you want on this one. Not what you want on any of them, frankly. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
God, that's so stupid.
And likely this is a 6. Let's see.
Is that an...
It is.
It is.
Oh.
Oof. You never want the magenta, the mauve, if you will.
Oh, man, he was doing work too, Corey.
He was, and I think that he will continue to do work. Something tells me.
Yeah.
But the +3 on one hole, not favorable on the leaderboard.
Big cooler there for Lucas, but there are some holes left to make up those strokes for those 14.
Oof, 282 feet, lot of trees to navigate, but a very clear path to the basket just right up the middle. This is going to be the straight shots delight. That basket is elevated, though, so something to think about on the green. Otherwise, I have to think this is one of those birdie holes on the course.
I feel you, though, but it's kind of tough to make it stop at the pin.
Yes, very true. It has that gentle downslope. I feel like the people out here would call it a fall line away from the basket.
Montgomery's tee shot. Can this stick in the right spot?
Hit it. Oh,
He did need that tree hit, didn't he?
found one, but a little later than wanted.
Gossage, a forehand on this one.
This is an interesting play. You think he's going to go up the middle?
I don't see the shape. Oh,
That looks like how I would play a hole. Like backhand hole, right up the middle. Nah, I'm going sidearm into a tree.
Oh, he's rolling to somewhere. How is that still going?
I don't even know. He's like rolling out of state.
Robertson. Thumber. You know, I like this for the distance checkup, Corey.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. It's going to go a specific distance. It's going to hit the ground. It stopped.
It hit the ground.
Yeah. Did it stop?
Best so far.
Better than the rest.
I
Yeah.
like this play. Just the baby short.
Oh, go in.
Just stop. Come on. Just stop.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my god, man. Okay, Ian, you kind of nailed it in that description, saying it's a little bit hard to get it to stop because that ain't bad. It looks like it really comes down quick after the basket, though.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Coming back up the hill is Gossage. That looked to be well navigated. Oh,
Very
it was.
well. Yeah, and gosh, that thing rolled to a nightmare zone.
It sure did. Montgomery coming back up the hill for his 2. Oh. Little tickle. Robertson. I think he's due, Corey.
I think he's due too. Thumber going on in the background. Sink this one.
Oh, so close.
Everything but in.
Off the end of a sign on the disc catcher. Carmichael for the bounce back.
No, don't do it to him. All right.
Good curl.
Kind of wild, this is actually, I'm just putting this together. This is an all Colorado card.
Oh, it is, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Our 2 touring Colorado pros. Some local heavy hitters. I like it.
And then, of course, a sneaking Joe Revere on some other card.
He's always out there in Colorado. There's my man, Nick Fink. Shouts to these guys hiking these mountains for 3 days.
I think I owe you a shout out, Nick. Great work out there. Just actually got done with the tournament out in Idaho with Nick, so that was super fun. Not quite as fun as throwing out here. And actually, I take that back.
Okay.
It's even more fun than throwing out in the mountains. That property we just filmed out was unbelievable, and you're not going to get the wait times out there. It is your own personal paradise anytime you go out and play. Speaking of personal paradise, Ian, hole 15 might be mine. This hole is awesome. Plays really well for the sidearm and a lot of trees to navigate before you get into this really, really tough green. A hyzer flip sidearm might play. Otherwise, you're just trying to beat the trees and end up in this little pocket of a green here.
All right.
I feel like this is one of those holes that if you really have a technical sidearm, you have legitimate advantage on the rest of the field. But I think we're going to be seeing some of these like late drift backhands and trying to play the hillside into the green.
Colton?
Oh, still a good shot.
Not quite there, but maybe a putt. You know?
Yeah, I got maybe something down there.
Yeah. Gossage.
I like this play, obviously, the sidearm. Just kind of juice one in there and play that late finish. I like it a lot.
Over there.
Yeah, so does Aaron if it ever falls over.
So you'll notice the holes, or the numbers on some of the tee signs and some of the baskets don't exactly match up to the hole numbers that we're playing for the tournament. It's because it is a special layout. There's more than 18 holes out here generally. So, yeah, just kind of picking and choosing, setting ourselves up for the best 18-hole course we can.
Right on. Robertson left that one wide. I'll play for a par from there. Carmichael. Ooh. Inside, but kicks the other way.
Yeah, really touchy approach here, too. Not the green.
No way.
Yeah, not the green. You want to be approaching for your par.
Man, it's going to be a tough par putt coming up for Lucas. Over to Robertson, throwing 2.
Oh, that's where that shot came from. This shot was in the intro of the video with the
Oh,
link,
was it? Oh.
the suspended link.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no,
Oh,
no. Not how you want to approach this green, Lucas. Good tree, but that Stolly Heiser is trouble.
Not it. Over to Montgomery. Did slide down the hill. Doesn't have a putt. And we'll have that left for par.
Yeah, good approach, though.
Robertson. Yeah, that's a tough bid, man.
Yeah, especially for him. He's kind of that, like, drop. Good putt there by Lucas. That drop
True.
pitch putter, you know, you can't really just, like, bring it into the belly button and fling it out like a true spin putter would.
Yep. Montgomery for par. Speaking of spin putters.
Yeah, definition of.
Yeah, he seriously is.
It's kind of funny. I heard and we can maybe get into this in our deep dive podcast about putting styles, but just the growth and the development of the spin putt as baskets got more hardier and able to catch more forceful putts.
Oh. Huh.
It's something I never really considered. You know, yeah, of course Feldberg wanted everyone to pitch putt when we're putting on Mach 3s and 5s, like a firm spit putt cutting through every time. Then as 28s and Mach X's become standard, you start to see the Simons, the Pauls even, like, develop that more blistering paced putt. Interesting that I never really thought about it before.
Hey, look at Burr now.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So, like,
Ricky?
eventually baskets are just going to be steel curtains of chains, and you can just rip a driver into them, and that'd be a whole nother form of putting.
There you go. 16 is on deck, and this is looking daunting, Corey.
It is daunting, but in the best way possible. All these trees you're navigating, and you're really cutting through them about halfway up their height because you're throwing off this little ridge down into this beautiful platform. We see the blue basket over to the right, but I believe today, exactly, we are playing to the longer left pin, this yellow banded 28. Your righty shot plays really well for this righty backhand, I should say, as you just want to hit that gap and have it fall gently down by the basket.
Gossage up first. There's an alternate gap, Corey.
Oh my God, looking for the OS portion of that buzz. Get over there.
That shot was so bad it was good again, Corey.
Hey, don't miss small out here, right? That's like what they
Yeah.
tell you at the woods. Like, miss big if you're going to miss.
That's funny. Montgomery misses small and hits big.
You think he should just finish out on that one?
Be a lot easier. Oh my goodness. Well, I like his chances for an up and down at least.
Yeah.
Robertson going to that mid again, it looks like.
There we
Appeared,
go.
Corey.
This is what I like. I like the mid play too. It isn't going to have that. Well, it isn't going to have that fast finish, but he's still in the circle.
Carmichael.
Man, I will say I'm looking down at these scores as Carmichael just fillets this line, and there is a rainbow of outcomes that has been happening below on the lower third of the screen.
We are definitely tasting the rainbow of scores on this card.
Yeah, you got all those Skittles down there. It's like the tropical pack.
It really is. Montgomery, this was a great second from Colton, man.
Very
really
good.
Impressive.
Not where you want to be off the tee.
No.
You know, always frustrating to have to throw a great shot to get up and down for par, but he did it.
Gossage leaning this one out for 2. Ooh, you can see the idea there. It was cool.
Definitely made the adjustment for the spin there, playing it off the left leg.
Carmichael, yes. Get it, Lucas.
Good putt. Lucas, maybe more than anyone, kind of. Actually, never mind. Maverick's tasting the rainbow down there, but gosh, a whirlwind. He's got 5 different outcomes in the last 5 holes. Insane.
Wow. And he's in this thing, you know? As
Absolutely.
Well. He's definitely in the mix. And without that triple, he might even be in the lead at this point. Robertson finds a limb on the way to his birdie. Colton for par.
Yeah, Ian, he's down 2, and the triple was 3 strokes, so I don't even think it would be kind of. I think.
Oh, I've been saying like the field lead, even. You know?
I know. I'm good.
Yeah. There's the Gossage par. There's the Robertson par as well.
Yeah, I was curious to see what the scores would be out on this course because, you know, given a super pro field, I think this course would be scoring a little bit easier, but gosh, they put some of these pins out in the tough ones.
Yeah.
You know, the weather not ideal, so I think, you know, a 5, 6, 7, 8 down, like that's going to be really, really competitive and going to put you in the mix for the win.
Hole 17 on deck.
Ooh, this one is awesome. 600-foot par 4. Really a 2-shot hole, as opposed to some of those earlier ones where you saw Lucas getting all the way down to the green. This one is a big angle. Once you make this gap, sidearm feels like it plays really nicely just to kind of swoop your way into the second fairway. You see the short pin right there on the left, but we are playing to the long. So that is going to mean a slight up off the tee into a slight down for your approach, navigating these trees and hopefully scooting up close to this another elevated basket.
Wow. Carmichael. A clean looking tee shot. He's loving that, Corey?
Loving that. That is perfect. You just want to beat those trees and work to the right. This one really feels like an actual par 4 compared to the other ones where it's like really, really long, hard par 3s.
Gossage.
Interesting with the backhand play. This
Yeah,
is,
right?
Oh. Is like that.
Little Simon line up in the mountains. We call them eagle lines in Colorado.
Just a little driver style,
mean,
no fairway.
If Eagles, we're
had
going
to
to start
flip your
calling them
disc,
Gossage lines if Eagles start playing again.
You better. Montgomery.
Not surprised to see Colton go backhand. Obviously, Aaron was the
Yeah.
more interesting route, but
Look like a shot. He's up the hill.
exactly. I mean, all you have to do is crest past that tree line, and whether you go backhand, it's just going to be a longer approach. Maverick now, or Robertson, as our scorecard would indicate.
He's petering out a little early. Challenging that line over there.
Yeah, again, farther than you want in the approach, but you see how it opens up once you get past those trees. It's just that, sticking this disc onto that sloping green, that's the main challenge right here.
Hey.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. A scary looking putt, but pretty close. Montgomery throwing 2.
Pulled it off
Did
to
he
the
find
right.
it?
Come on back.
She's trying. Oh, she did it.
Good skippage over that. That would have been a longer than you want putt, but he's in there, like swimwear.
Lucas going down the hill with his second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Trimming some
Tries.
sagebrush.
Went for the bump and run, but bumped a little too early.
Yeah, ran into his own blocker there.
Yeah. Got Gossage. Oh! Almost skips it in on the elevated
How
pin.
is that? Yeah, that's such a weird angle for it to have jumped like 8 feet in the air.
Yeah. And Carmichael wants nothing to do with that birdie bid. Pitches down the hill nicely for par. Coming back up the hill for birdie is Gossage.
Slapping that chalk. No one's pants are dirtier right below the right cheek than Gossage.
Nicely done.
Seriously, the ending of Worlds, as epic as it was, 2022, Aaron, Paul Macbeth, my favorite moment of the entire tournament might have been right after Paul won. Aaron giving him daps and just antiquing Paul Macbeth with the chalk bag, like 4 straight slaps on the back with a chalk bag, like congrats.
really?
Oh my God, it was the hilarious.
Oh,
Like
that's
plumes
funny.
of smoke coming up off Paul's back.
Love that. Robertson loves that putt for birdie.
Yeah, good birdie. Showing the people what you got. Didn't play it exciting, but just did the dang thing. Backhand birdie.
Dude, exactly. And Montgomery under par. Solid back 9 from this man. Really good bounce back after the front.
Very true. You could tell he was just not in rhythm, not really feeling it on those first 9 holes, but scrapping his way back on the back, clean, gray and green. That's what you like to see.
Feel that. Look at the Robertson drive.
Trying to figure out what his hat says. Oh, Discmania. Duh. Dumb. Yeah, good to see. I haven't actually seen Maverick in a very long time. I kind of miss the guy. He's an absolute joy to be around, just day to day.
We had a classic hole 18 here, Corey.
Yeah, I love this hole. Down into the valley, 450 feet. You see the blue pin here. If you're coming here on just a random Saturday or Sunday, you might see that one. But all the way up into the end of this valley. That right side right there is hole 1. You see that it kind of plays right back to itself on this one, so it's a good little loop overall.
Nice. Gossage has the tee and a 3-stroke lead on the card.
Looking to end strong. 6 under, 7 under feels that much better. Yeah, see this unwinding backhand right here.
Oh yeah. So a really good shot.
Good skip. I think he would like a little bit more air just out of his hand, but if it's on that hyzer angle, it'll blade up to the basket.
Montgomery's inside on the line. Beat it, though.
He did beat it, but Colton just looks a little rusty, I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's fair. Robertson.
Yeah, Mav.
There we go. I miss it.
No! Don't you do it!
No.
I knew it.
That held on so much longer than I thought it was going to. It looked
I was
so
with
good.
you. I loved it out of his hand. Carmichael. Getting some late flip up on this butte.
Miss it. Yes.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Man, so close to nicking that stump, but that's exactly as you prescribe it.
Cool shot right there. And a good finish. That should get him to 4 down. Or back to 4 down, as it were. Montgomery will have that left for par and a 1 down day. For Robertson, looking for the up and down par. An eventful day for Robertson. You know, he had some great shots in there, man.
Oh, incredible shots. The long putt, obviously the big highlight, but
Yeah.
honestly, some great shots and just a good opportunity to be playing on camera. Always a fun treat, especially when it's a relatively local tournament like this.
Yeah, he got some nasty kicks out there today,
Yeah.
too. It really handled him really nicely. Gossage for birdie.
Yes, great way to finish the round. You always love that. You know, it's crazy what a birdie putt on 18 can do for your smile to frown ratio in the evening.
That is so true, man.
You know, you could have the round that Maverick Robinson had right there. A lot of red, a lot of purple, some green. You make that birdie on 18, it can just change the whole dynamic of the day.
There's a par for Colton, keeping his 1 under day cooking. And a drop in birdie for Carmichael.
Nice try, Lucas.
Brings him to 4 under, man, and a respectable showing. Had the one debacle hole, but really love to see the golf out of him.
Yeah, absolutely. Really great player. Always love watching new awesome players too, man.
Look at that jump. The putt is beautiful, but not as majestic as Sleepy Legs back there in the background, just doing his thing.
Shouts to our man Peter Mares. And Nick Fink, Brian Geis all out there capturing the action. There are your scores after one. Gossage the lead on the card. Let's check out our top 10 here, Corey. Should be popping on the screen shortly.
Look at the eagle triple back to back though. That is that is strokes going everywhere.
That is absolutely flying. And we got all right.
Nice. Leaf Swenson is on the card.
No way.
I love that. I'm going into this a bit blind, folks, but I love it. Leaf out of the NorCal area. I wouldn't call him a good friend of mine, but a friend nonetheless, and I'm stoked to see him join Joel, Aaron, and Alexander on that lead card.
Should be awesome. Corey, thanks a ton. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you for round 2.